Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm back with another video. Something that you probably have only seen once on my page before, but I'm a makeup artist, so I said, shoot, let me just start recording while I'm doing makeup. So if y'all want to see this look, keep watching. So I started off, of course, prepping the skin. I started using the Good Molecules Brightening Toner, and then I went in with their silicone-free priming moisturizer. So I'm just putting that all into the skin. And then, of course, she has some very, very, very bushy brows. So I kind of just like to lay them down, get them all going one way to, you know, prep me to start doing her brows. And since her brows are thick, I'm just going to actually go in and line underneath the brows. Just even if they don't really have that much hair, y'all, thin brows are in. So you want to just kind of underline the brow and do the top. And then you'll see kind of at the end that, you know, it all blends in. And it just kind of gives it a little more shape when you do this. You don't necessarily need to, you know, fill in the whole inside of the brow, you know. Now, if it's some bald spots, yes, fill those bald spots in. But for the most part, you just need to do top and bottom. Now, you always want to take a spoolie and just kind of just, of course, blend all of that together. Just so it can just look like, of course, it is a part of the brows. No harsh lines. So then I went in, of course, I'm going to carve out the brows. So I went in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is now one of my absolute favorites, in the color Medium Peach. Of course, just to carve out her brows on both sides. Of course, just to prep her eyelids for the eyeshadow. Now, normally, I kind of know the look that I want to do if I have, like, a friend come over or whatever. And Chelsea, she has beautiful brown eyes. They really change colors. But, so I wanted to do something that went with her hair. She has these pretty, pretty highlights. So, the look we're going to do today is going to be something with some browns in it, very neutral. Y'all see, of course, once we get into it. So as y'all see, I'm just blending out here the concealer all over the lid. And remember, you do not have to use that much product. Less is more. You really don't want to build up the concealer on the eyes because it will start to crease really badly. So yeah, just blend all of that out until it's all really, really smooth and ready for the eyeshadow. Now for the eyeshadow, I think I did a cut crease, if that's what I remember. Yes. So for the eyeshadow, we did a cut crease. So I'm starting with the Juvia's Place, the Nudes palette. It's the little pink one. And the first color that I'm going in, her transition color, is going to be the light brown that's in that palette. And then I'm just going to, of course, put that all into her crease. And don't mind how sloppy I'm doing this, y'all. I was trying to hurry up and get this look out the way. So, yeah, bear with me. So, as I finish this eye up, I am going to go into my next palette, just to kind of darken the crease up a little bit. So for this color, I actually mix two. But the palette that I use is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. And I use the colors in the palette 14 and 12. So I wanted to kind of give it a little smoky brown. So I just went in and just kind of put that all in the crease. Y'all don't worry about how it's looking right now. I'm going to blend everything out. Trust me. Trust me. So, of course, yes, I'm just going to pat that all into her crease. Again, we're just darkening everything up. I don't want it too dark, but I wanted it nice and sultry, because, you know, that's the look. And I love a soft glam. Now, I learned a new technique when cutting the crease. I be watching Kiki Adams. I love Kiki Adams. Shout out to her. I buy her glitter too. So when I used to do my cut crease, I used to do one full eye and then go into the other. I know she kind of maps hers out, but what I do is I go literally one side to the other side, and, you know, and so forth. And y'all can see me doing that here. And that'll just kind of help you keep the same shape on each eye, because you can see without going too far where you're at. And, you know, of course, if you need to make any changes, go higher, anything like that, you can easily do it because you haven't actually completed the whole cut crease. So that's just a little tip on cut creases. I know some of y'all don't do cut creases anymore because y'all bougie, but every now and then I do a cut crease because, I mean, they're fun to do and they're time consuming and I'd be bored. So yeah, so as y'all see here, the brush that I used for the cut crease is just this black brush, flat eyeshadow brush that I have. And then I also have this other brush that I got from the MUA project. It's dual-sided. One is, of course, the flat concealer portion, and then the other is like the liner part. So I kind of just use the end of it to clean up the crease, you know, just to make sure lining and everything is straight. So then I'm just going to go in and blend everything out. So now, of course, eyes are blended. And I went in with the Violet Voss palette. And the color that I put on the lid for from the Violet Voss palette, it is the color Major Spotlight. And this is from the palette All of You Forever. All of You Forever. There you go. You can see it. So, yeah, it's the white color right there. And I'm just going to put that all over her lid. And, yeah, so I decided we're going to go ahead and just add some rhinestones to this look just to kind of spice it up. I know you girls like rhinestones. So I'm adding a few rhinestones to each eye. As I finish up my rhinestone placement on this side, I like to go ahead and start kind of prepping the skin for foundation. Always remember you kind of want to let the product sit in a bit before you start the foundation. So I went in with the e.l.f. version of the Power Grip Primer. the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, their version of the Hydro Grip by Milk. So, of course, I'm just going to put that and rub that all into her skin. Again, like I said, I like for the product, the priming product to kind of get, you know, absorb into the skin before I start the foundation. So I'm just going to, you know, get that in and let it sit. And then, of course, while it's sitting in, then I'll just go ahead and finish off her rhinestones on her other eye. Again, y'all, this is really, really important on how your foundation actually sets into the skin. So always keep that in mind. Let the product absorb. Okay? Do not forget it. Don't forget it. So she had a little discoloration. So I went in and I color corrected first. The color that I used to color correct, I believe it's the Mocha and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So I kind of just want to, of course, cover wherever she has any discoloration, dark marks. It look a little crazy right now, but y'all, color correcting is very, very, very important. Of course, for, you know, a flawless foundation base. So as you see, I am going in now with the foundation. I went in and used the Syracuse Nars Soft Matte Foundation. So I'm just going to blend that all over her face. Now, when I'm doing foundation, I do everywhere except for under the eyes. So I'll get the nose above the forehead, chin. Of course, make sure you guys are getting the neck and under the neck. because, of course, as you see here, I go in to conceal. And while I'm concealing, I am actually using, again, the Hydrating Camo Concealer in Medium Peach by e.l.f. So I just placed the concealer, of course, under the eyes. I do a little on the side of the nose and Cupid's bow, and then under her chin. I don't really highlight the forehead anymore. But so I go in with the contour, and for that I'm using the Juvia's Place. And y'all, I'm just gonna have to put it on the screen, the name of it. I'm gonna try to say it. It's Mozambique, Mozambique. Yeah. So that's what I use to contour her face. I've, being a makeup artist, trial and error, so I clearly have learned that you just want to use a softer color that's kind of closer to the skin. You can always build it up, but going in with the dark concealer is not always the go, because it doesn't always come out right and it be looking crazy, right? So I'm just blending everything out here. As you can see, it just blends into the skin perfectly, and yeah, it just looks good. And we ain't even done, and she looking flawless already. And so clearly the same brush that I used to for her bronzer, I went ahead and used that to blend out the concealer for under her nose and her Cupid's bow, just so it's not so bright. So here, of course, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out her under eye. And for this look, I didn't want to do such a bright eye, so I did like a semi-bright under eye. But either way, it came out cute as hell. So I can't wait for y'all to see the rest of this look. But yeah, so when you are blending the other under eye, always just make sure you blend. I'm telling, blend until your hands hurt, until your wrist hurt. If your wrist not hurting, you're not blending long enough. You're not blending good enough. So you blend it out. Blend it till you can't blend no more, okay? Because what we don't like to see is lines, harsh lines. You want to make sure it's blended out really good. You see how good she blended? All right, period. Now, most important thing, when you are setting under the eyes, if you set or if you just bake or use pressed powders, you always want to make sure that you are going in with a brush first to blend it out, and then you apply the setting powder with a velour puff. It's really important because it presses it so great into the skin. And then just always make sure that they're looking up, and you instantly do it because, yeah, you don't want any creasing from them looking down and then having to fix it again. So I know I'm just rambling, but I'm just trying to give y'all tea, okay? Because they be gatekeeping. So I set her whole face. I'm a matte girl. So we set the whole face with the Makeup Revolution setting powder. So I just went in and dusted everything off. So now we're going in and we're, of course, contouring or bronzing, whatever y'all call it. It's the same to me, honestly. So first I went in with the Juvia's Place Bronze Light Palette, and I used the color at the bottom. It's two colors. So there's a lighter color at the top and a darker color at the bottom. I used the one at the bottom first. And then I went in with my Morphe Glamabronze and the color Icon. And then I just added that on top of that. And then kind of added a little bit to her nose there, as you see. Girls, just make sure you are stepping back and looking at your work and making sure everything look good, because it sometimes can look good up close, but then when you step back, you may see some little inconsistencies. So always make sure that you stepping back and taking a look at your work just to make sure it is flawless, okay? Period. So, of course, I'm just going to go in and fill in where I got some product when I was doing her foundation and put in the powder. And y'all see the little velour puff on my hand? Yeah, get y'all one, okay? Your clients do not want your fingers in their face, okay? They do not want your hand on their cheek. So get y'all a velour puff, put it on y'all pinky, and do these people makeup. Stop putting y'all hands in these people face, okay? Period. It's not sanitary, especially if you're not wearing gloves. I don't wear gloves because I have very long fingers, okay? And it's uncomfortable for me. But trust and believe, I never touch my client's face unless I'm prepping their skin. So we're just going to go in and smoke under the eye. I'm going to use that number 12 color in that Makeup Revolution palette. And I'm just going to, of course, blend that under the eye. Just, again, smoke her out. Boom, boom, bam. Oh, and I know I was probably talking about whatever I was talking about. But I did use a brown eyeliner under the eye. I usually do white for her to make her eyes pop, but again, I wanted this real nice, smoky, and sultry. So for the blush, I'm going in with my Juvia's Place palette, one of the palettes, and it has, I honestly don't even know right now. I will link it in the description box below, so y'all know what blush I used. Now for the brows, I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Freeze. So I just use that, of course, to lay the brows down. Like I said, I am into light brows. I can't stand thick brows. I like to see the hairs, okay? So throughout, as you guys have been seeing me spray and set the skin. Boom, check that out. Look how blended we looking. Yes, okay? Yes, period. So I'm just adding a little highlighter. I honestly do not know the name of this highlighter, y'all. It was a palette that was gifted to me. I don't know. And so for the lashes, she brought me some of those lashes with Doja Cat on it. I think that's Doja Cat on the front. I don't even know. No, that's not Doja Cat, girl. I'm looking at it. But it's the feline. Take me back to school. It's the feline vibe. The cat fox look, right? Those are the lashes. So, yes. So if y'all need to look for them, that's the name of them. So y'all can get those lashes. They cute. They the style IFV04, period. And them lashes is looking cute, okay? So for the lips, I used the BFF3 by ColourPop. This is my personal favorite. I use it on my clients. Every time I go to Ulta, I'm buying them because, baby, on top of them breaking easily, it is a really good color, okay? Period. And so for the lip, I mixed because I couldn't find my Morphe lip color. So I mixed the Huda Beauty lip color, and honestly don't even know the color of it. I just got it too, and I don't know. But it's her liquid matte. And then I used the a white eye primer and just mixed those two together, and it came up with that beautiful color in the middle. And then I just used some Dollar Beauty Supply Store lip gloss and just put that on top. And look at her checking herself out. Period. 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 Yes. Give them face. And, of course, y'all, if y'all not doing, look, I almost slammed on this table. If y'all are not doing mascara on the bottom lashes, step your game up, sis, okay? Mascara on the bottom lashes, bring out the whole look. It's like not having your lips done. It's like not putting eyeliner under your eyes, because you can tell the difference when you got eyeliner and when you don't got eyeliner, okay? Start doing them bottom lashes, period. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias. I will link everything in the description box below. Love you guys. Bye.